Hello Hornets! This is my first video for our groups this week. We're going to be working on your spelling pattern, which this week your spelling pattern will have the ending TCH, which also says ch. So now you know two ways to spell the sound ch, CH and TCH. Now, the question is, how do I know when I need to spell it with a CH or a TCH on the end? And there is a rule. We call it the 1-1-1 rule, and I believe you all have heard that before. If you have a word that has more than one syllable, one short vowel, and ends with one consonant sound, then you are going to spell that word with the TCH ending. So for example, the word snatch. Snatch. One syllable. I have one short vowel, and I know it's going to be a short vowel because it's closed in. And it also ends with that ch sound. So I would spell this S-N-A-T-C-H. The TCH is going to follow that vowel. I can also have that TCH in the middle of a word. For example, kitchen. Kitchen. The first syllable, k, itch. It follows a vowel, so it has one short vowel, TCH, is in the first syllable, and it's one syllable. So I would spell this K-I-T-C-H-E-N, and E-N is the second syllable. We're going to talk about syllabication in just a minute. All right? Now, if my word with CH at the end follows another consonant sound, I end in CH. For example, the word lunch. Lunch. My ch sound is not following a vowel sound, it's following a consonant sound. So my word will end in CH and not TCH. So I want to point out the difference again for knowing when to spell my word with TCH and CH. You can see this. Lunch. One syllable, one short vowel, but my CH is not following the vowel sound, it's following my N consonant sound. Lunch. So I'm going to spell it with a CH on the end. Catch. One syllable, one short vowel sound, but my CH sound is following the vowel sound. Okay? So I would end it in TCH. So you have a list of spelling words there today. I believe there's 12 spelling words and 4 red words. The first thing I want you to do is to do a word sort. You're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to sort these words by TCH and your CH endings. Okay, so you're going to get a piece of paper, you're going to put TCH on one column, CH in the other column. I want you to sort those 12 words by its ending, and you need to look at them. Okay, you're going to have a spelling test on Friday. You need to know how to spell these. Make sure your TCH, you're noticing that this is following a vowel on the end or in the middle. Your CH is going to follow a consonant sound. All right, so if I had the word lunch, I would write this word under the CH column because my CH is going to follow that consonant sound. if I had the word kitchen? I'm going to put it in the TCH column because in the first syllable of kitchen, my TCH is following that short vowel sound. Okay? You've also got 4 red words there. Those 4 red words have a CH ending, but they follow the vowel. These red words don't always follow the rule, right? So these are words that you have to memorize the spelling because they're not going to follow the rule. And your 4 red words, get them down here, are rich, much, which, and such. All right? Now normally, if we were following that 1-1-1 rule, these words would end in TCH, but we don't spell them with TCH. We spell them with a CH. So they're not following that rule, so they're considered red words. All right? On that piece of paper that you did your word sort in, I want you to write each word 5 times, spelling it out loud. All right? And these, remember, sometimes we have to get those red words. We just have to look at them and know how they're spelled because they're not going to follow the rule. All right? All right. The last thing I want to talk to you about today is syllabication. And I got to do some of this with our groups last week, but we're going to go ahead. I didn't get to meet with every group, so we're going to go ahead with open and closed syllables. This is probably simple for some of you all. As 5th graders, you've been doing this for at least 2 years now, and some of you are ahead of this. But we have some new students and some students who still need some practice with syllabication. So we're going to start with open and closed. And we're going to remember, write my word, that syllabication, if my word is 1 syllable, I cannot use syllabication to break apart that word because I need to make a bridge with my vowels. And in a 1 syllable word, I only have 1 vowel. Remember, every syllable has 1 vowel sound. So if I was trying to break apart mad, I don't have another vowel to make my bridge with. So 1 syllable words do not need syllabication. You're just going to go ahead and stretch those words out. Now, if you don't know what sound your vowels are making, again, look to see if your syllables are open or closed, and we're going to talk about open and closed here. All right, so I have a word. When I'm using syllabication, the first thing I want to do is mark my vowels. All right, and then I can draw that bridge in between. I'm looking at the consonants that are in between my vowels, and I'm going to label those. All right. Then remember, some of you remember, we look at those syllable division patterns to see where I'm going to divide. We have a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. And number 1 is that vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. So I'm going to divide between my 2 consonants. So I'm going to draw my line here. So now I have my first syllable and a second syllable. All right. Now, in order to figure out if it's open or closed, I'm looking at my vowel. And if my vowel is closed in by a consonant on each side, we call it closed. And a closed syllable makes a short sound. Then I'm going to look at my second syllable. My vowel is an O. Well, it's not closed in on both sides. It's open on this side. So we call this an open syllable. And an open syllable makes the long vowel sound. It will say its name. Now I can stretch this word to know how to say it, and my word would be tempo. Okay. So what you're going to do today, you're going to get this paper from Miss Mattingly, or Miss Mattingly may have told you where these papers are in your classroom. You're going to get, let me see if I know where I put it, a paper that looks like this. This is the worksheet you need to complete. You're going to break apart these words, or as many as you can, by open and closed syllables. You're going to label your vowels, the consonants in between. Tell me if the syllables are open or closed. All right. Then with your spelling words on that piece of paper where you did your word sort and your red words, there are 4 spelling words in your list that have more than one syllable. Those 4 spelling words, I want you to write on a piece of paper and show me syllabication on those 4 words. The rest of your words are one syllable, so I don't need to use syllabication on those words. I'm not going to tell you those 4 words. I want you to figure out which 4 words in your spelling list have more than one syllable. Write those 4 words down and show me the syllabication on those words, labeling the vowels, the consonants, and whether it is open or closed. Now TCH makes one sound. Oops, hold on. Where'd the marker go? So I'm going to show you one. We've been using the word kitchen today. First thing I want to do when I use syllabication, I'm going to label my vowels. I'm going to label my consonants in between, and this is what we did last week in group. I have 3 consonants together. I can't have 3 consonants together. So remember, I said that makes me know to look up at my letters and see if things go together, maybe a digraph, maybe a blend. And we notice that we have TCH together. So that's going to be one consonant sound. All right. Now, I need to know where to divide. This doesn't follow that vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. So I have to look at the next syllable pattern. Is it vowel, consonant, vowel? Do I separate it here? If I separate it here, this is going to say a long I because it's left open. So my word would be kitchen. Doesn't sound right, does it? So now I'm going to look to see if I could divide my word after the consonant, which would divide it here. Now my word, this is going to say a short sound, so it's going to be kitch, and this is closed in. And now my word is going to be kitchen, and I know that makes sense. Okay? So you have 4, well, we just did 1 together, so you have 3 other words, but I want you to do all 4 of your spelling words that have more than 1 syllable using syllabication. In group, when I'm in your classroom this week, we're going to talk more about the first, second, and third syllable division patterns. We'll go over your spelling pattern for the week and talk more in person about the TCH and CH sound. And then on Friday, you will have your spelling test, and you need to work on your red words. All right, so this is a little more independent as far as learning your spelling pattern and your spelling words. If you all have any questions, reach out to me. I will see some groups on Tuesday and groups on Thursday. And don't forget, you're going to be turning in that worksheet and your piece of paper with your word sort, red words, and syllabication on it. And I'll be looking over those. Have a great day.